Great morning, great morning, great morning. What's up, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope? It's your girl, Dr. V. And guess what? It's Finish Friday. Let's go. It's Finish Friday. Let's go. You guys come on in, come on in, come on in. I've got some things to share with you. I know you guys may have seen my post the other day. I want to follow up on it, talk to you guys about it a little bit. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I know some of you are at work, some of you are at school, but listen, I would be remiss if I did not do this live. And let me tell you why. I think a lot of times people allow their situations and their circumstances to dictate their life. And I'm determined not to do that, right? So what does that mean, Dr. V, that you're determined not to do that? Well, yes, I tested positive for COVID. I've had COVID. I've had the vaccine, and I still tested positive for COVID. My dad tested positive for COVID. He's currently in the hospital, but he's doing good. He's having, listen, if anybody can turn a negative into a positive, it's my dad. And I guess that's where I get it from, because he does it consistently. So he's in there flirting with the nurses and making everybody laugh and smile. That's who he is, right? So I wanted to talk to you guys because, listen, I want you to know that you don't have to allow your situation and your circumstances to dictate what your life looks like or even your day looks like. Good morning, sunshine. What's up, Shorty Rock? How you doing? So listen, I wanted to give you guys a little insight. Now listen, I need y'all to understand. I'm not saying that anything that I'm doing is a cure or remedy for anything, okay? I'm just sharing with y'all my routine, okay? So this is my routine, right? Phase Essentials. Phase Essentials, a sea moss, right? Now, I want y'all to understand that I was going to share this. I'm not sharing, so I'm just going to use my own spoon, right? So I've got sea moss. It has elderberry in it. Has some other stuff. Listen, I don't know what else she put in here, but I know it has pineapple in it, Mr. Pineapple. And it's amazing. So I take my sea moss. This is a new addition to my regime. Y'all, it's good. See, let me tell y'all my problem. When stuff is good, I just eat it and use it. So there's that. It's Finish Friday, and I need clarity and focus, okay? And one of the things I know about me, if I don't have clarity and focus, I'm in trouble. I feel that. So the next thing I've got to do is I've got to snap and sip. This is my clarity, focus, all of that. I'm doing this. Thank you, Shorty Rock. I'm glad I don't look 55. What's up, Sean? How are you? All right. So I did my sea moss. I did my snap and sip. Now, this is the next thing. I had to pull it back up, because one of the things that I have to make sure that I have is plenty of vitamin C. So I've got an immune booster. I had to add a little extra. Also added something for my joints and my aches. A little later, I'm going to get my bar in. Why my bar? Because one of the things I've noticed is I'm eating, but I'm not really eating necessarily as much as I normally would. My bar gives me my protein, extra energy, anti-aging, all of these things, immune booster, all of that in my bar, my 1044 bar. So this is going to be my breakfast, okay? And then I'm going to have my coffee. So everything that I do in my life is designed to create a lifestyle that I can live. And I want you all to know that when it comes to finishing, that you've got to create a lifestyle. Don't just do stuff for short-term purposes. Find a lifestyle that you can maintain. When you find a lifestyle that you can maintain, then you will be able to endure the things that happen in your life. I was talking to my dad yesterday, and listen, my daddy calls me, and it's so funny. Like, we need to have a whole reality show. But I was talking to my dad yesterday, and he was asking me, he's like, how you doing? I was like, I'm good, Daddy. How are you? He said, oh, well, I'm eating steak. Excuse me? He was like, yeah, I'm eating steak. Wait, hold on. Now, wait a minute. I'm in here quarantined. These kids won't hardly get me a cup of soup, and you eating steak. I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place. You all listen. I'm telling you, you cannot afford to take your life for granted. Create a lifestyle that aligns with what you desire to accomplish. I knew it was something that I forgot. Ooh, y'all, I got one more thing, man. Oh my goodness. I don't have it in front of me. I forgot. I gotta have my my other snap and sip, my liquid collagen, y'all. Oh my goodness. And I forgot it. Anyway, I'm gonna snap and sip that too. I'll probably wait a little while and snap and sip that since I just had my other one, because listen, I'm feeling a little clear, a little alert right now. So today is Finish Friday, and I've got stuff to finish. What do you have to finish? What's on your agenda to finish that? Because listen, guess what? This is the last Friday of the first, second. Oh, before we go into September. So this is the last Friday before we go into September. And I got some things that I need to get done, and I got to make happen. That's right, Sean, a lifestyle. Hey, Stephanie, how are you, gorgeous? Now, listen, in this lifestyle, right, there's also preparation. So my dad and I had a conversation, and we were talking about what he wants when he dies, right? And it wasn't a morbid conversation. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to die. It wasn't that. It was the fact that we know that we will all die. We're all going to die at some point, right? And so as we were talking about it, we were talking about what we wanted, and I was telling him what I wanted. I said, Daddy, I don't want to be buried in a casket. I don't want that. I want to be cremated. I want my kids to be able to take my ashes, and everybody get some ashes and do what they want to with them, right? I don't want the extra expense of the casket and stuff, but when people do, that's fine. I'm just saying, for me, I just want to be cremated. I want to be remembered the way I was. I don't want to look like people look in the casket, and I don't want to do that. I don't want my family to go through that. I want them to remember me, right? I want plenty of pictures, though, honey. You can have a whole wall of pictures of Dr. V, honey. Listen, all my looks, listen, throughout my lifetime, you can do all of that. Pictures everywhere. I just don't want to be sitting in a casket or laying in a casket. So I made a decision because for two reasons. One, I'm what they call uninsurable. Because of some things that I've experienced in my life, I'm uninsurable. I can't get coverage, right? And if I do get coverage, it's going to be super, super exorbitant, right? Really, really expensive. So I made a decision to get me a funeral assistance plan, right? Now, this is the beauty though, right? So I got the plan, and the plan actually covers up to 7 people. And you do not have to all be related. It covers up to 7 people, and you don't all have to be related. And so I'm talking about living, but I'm talking about a lifestyle. At the end of the day, death is a part of life. Now, that's just period, point blank. So I love my daddy. My daddy was like, people don't want to talk about death, but it's something that's going to happen to all of us. Like, if you keep living, you're going to get older. There are things you're going to experience. The things that I'm experiencing with my dad, listen, if I keep living, my kids are going to experience with me. So how I navigate this is very important, because I want to model for them how to navigate handling an aging parent, right? And do it with grace and with dignity. So, that's important. But y'all, I got the plan, and I put my 7 people on. And I was blown away because it was $50 a month. And the highest it is $75 a month. What in the world? For all people, not individually, but for all people, for everybody, covered. either $50 or $75 a month. I said, listen, this is a game changer. Do you understand how many crowdfunding things that I see on a regular basis because someone passed, right? Imagine being able to offer people the security of knowing that at least a basic funeral would be able to be taken care of. The body would be able to be taken care of. But there's so much more. Like I'm telling you, when I realized that if you're not in the place of origin or where you're from, the body can be shipped. They'll pay for the shipping of the body. What? In the continental US and Latin America. South America, listen, you don't have to be documented. What? All of these things are huge. And so I made a decision that, I had to get it. And not only did I have to get it, but I want to have people take care of their families. That's important to me, that we're able to live our life in dignity, but we're also able to die in dignity and not leave a burden, a weight on our family. Y'all listen, take care of your life. Do the things that you need to do for life, to live, but also prepare for your transition in a way that doesn't put a huge burden on your family. Who can't spare $50 or $75 a month to cover 7 people? Who can't afford that? See, now we're getting down to the point where, there's no reason for anyone not to be able to have a funeral or be cremated or whatever it is that they desire. There's no reason for it. All we have to do, especially you guys, for those of you who find yourself in the place where you're uninsurable, or you may have had cancer, or, but you're clear now, but people don't want to cover you, or they charge you these really high prices. Like, it's crazy what people have to do in order to get insurance. And there's talk now that there's some other things that are going to interfere with your ability to be covered. Like, I could potentially, even if I didn't have the other issues, could potentially not be able to be covered now because of what I'm going through now and what I've gone through in the past. So I'm just telling you guys, listen, if you're looking for a way to just cover funeral costs, just the funeral expenses, right? Doesn't cover the burial, but it covers your funeral expenses. Listen, y'all need to get with me and let me help you get set up. I mean, like right now, like today, make that happen, because it makes no sense to be out here uncovered, unprotected. One of the big things that we always talk about is, we'll talk about it when it comes to sex, is we'll say, protect yourself, use protection. Well, why is it that we won't protect our life and our family from the stress, the trauma and the drama of not being covered? Why won't we do that? So I agree, protect yourself. Definitely. Get covered. Definitely. I'm not talking about covered as in insurance, although if you can get insurance, listen, you should have some insurance, right? It's one of the biggest ways to transfer wealth, okay? Like, if I could, y'all, I'd have $1 million policy, and when I die, $1 million would be infused into my family, okay? If I could, but I can't. But what I can do is I can do my part to make sure that at least my funeral expenses are covered, and I'm building the wealth so that I can leave that $1 million myself, right? But listen, if y'all can get you some good insurance, okay? Because it's a way of transferring wealth for generations. It can change your family's life for generations and build a legacy. So you guys, it's Finish Friday. I'm getting ready to start day 2 at The Way, Walters Academy for Entrepreneurship. And we have Austin Zuloff coming in. He's teaching my kids his personal development formula. We were watching Napoleon Hill yesterday, Think and Grow Rich. Baby, they got some nuggets in the first 2 minutes of the movie. They're like, what? And it's doing things for them that I've been telling them. They not listening to me. They don't want to listen to me. I just, okay, cool. You ain't got to listen to me. I'll be mama, okay? But you're going to listen to somebody. And so they're having revelations and epiphanies. Imagine what your life would be like if you had been introduced to Napoleon Hill when you were 14, 15, 16, 17, right? What it would have been like if you were introduced to him at 12, right? So I'm literally introducing these kids to personal development and strategies and ideas and concepts that will help shape their view of life, the world, work, business, all of that. See, if we can teach them that the key to generating wealth is adding great value, then maybe we won't have so many selfish, super selfish people out here that their only concern and their only thought is money. It's Finish Friday, but my Finish Friday is all about finishing up the things that I need to do, impacting the lives of others, and making sure that I make a difference in this world. And I'm telling y'all, that's how you do it. Part of my Finish Friday is I'm finishing up another book. Boom, 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 boom. So there's another author who's going to be out. I need y'all to pay attention. I need you to keep your eyes open. Marcus Bracey is dropping a gem. Okay, this book is a gem through his eyes. It's all about his father, Sylvester Bracey Sr., and what he experienced in the Vietnam War. Y'all, you want to read this book. I promise you, it reads like a movie. It is fire. Make sure you go and pre-order a copy of the book. Go get your pre-order in. Listen, it is dropping soon. Matter of fact, let me give y'all the pre-order link so that y'all can do that. I just know that y'all don't want to miss it because it's fire. All right, so go to bit.ly/, Through His Eyes pre-order. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on, y'all. Bit.ly. Let me get it. Y'all got it on one screen. I got to get it on the other one. I tell you, it's been this book has really impacted my life. And you know, it's a good thing when you can work with people and bring forth a vision. I feel like I know his pops. I feel like the spirit of Sylvester Bracey has visited me. And that's an incredible thing. I can hear his voice. It's so crazy because I can hear his voice and just know that he is like, you know, I can hear him just say, Mark, everything's cool, Mark. I love it. I love it. I love it. But make sure you go or pre-order a copy. I'm going to be bringing my authors on. They're going to be talking about their books and stuff. So y'all stay tuned. You know, I do this because I believe that everyone has a story and everyone's story deserves to be told. If you have a story that you want told, make sure you reach out to me and I can tell you how I can help you to manifest that. Listen, don't let the world not experience your story. I believe that a part of my dad being here is there's a book that he and I are going to write together. And I believe that that book is going to be so full of so much wisdom and it's going to bless so many lives and help so many people, fathers and daughters, and just life, people in life, right? Help men understand some things about that relationship with their children and things like that. So I don't want you guys to miss it. But right now, this is my focus. It's Finish Friday. I'm finishing up Through His Eyes, the military life of Sylvester Bracey Sr., who was a Vietnam Marine recon vet. Listen, y'all, he was behind the lines. So you're getting some juicy stuff. Go ahead, pre-order your copy of the book, bit.ly/ Through His Eyes, pre-order the book. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm telling you, if you had anyone who was in Vietnam, if you know anyone who was in Vietnam, if you just want to know some more about Vietnam, this is truly a behind the scenes look at what the experience was like. Now, having said that, listen, make sure you do what you're supposed to do today. It's Finish Friday. Let's finish strong. I had my Phase Essential Sea Moss. I had my Snap and Sip. I had my Extra Immune Builder. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'm getting ready to have my bar with my protein in it because I'm not eating as much. I'm changing lives, starting with mine. Hey, Angie, I love you too. It's good to see you, beautiful. We got to connect. So you guys, what is it that you're finishing? What is it that you're finishing? And know this, if you're serious about finishing strong in life, finish strong, period. Okay? Finish strong, period. Don't leave your family with a burden. Make sure that you're protected. Make sure that you're covered. Make sure that you've got the funeral assistance you need so that nobody has to do a GoFundMe. Scratch that. No one has to do crowdfunding. No one has to do a fish fry. No one has to take out a loan. That you don't leave your family in debt, but you alleviate that burden for them. And if you want to do that, make sure you reach out to me today and I'll help you get set up and get started. Because listen, everybody needs protection, right? So let's protect ourselves and our families. You know, this is not designed to take the place of insurance, but if you can't get insurance, this definitely helps. But if you have insurance, why have your family lose money that could go in their pockets paying for a funeral, you know? So it serves a dual purpose. I just want you all to be taken care of. Like, that's important to me. I've seen way too many people lose their life and not be in a position where it could be just taken care of easily. Don't let that be you, okay? Because I definitely won't let that be me. So I covered 7 folks, honey. Listen, I cover. Listen, we finna be covered. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So make sure you do your part to make your life great. And remember, if you got a book idea that you want to work, out, hit me up and see how I can assist you in doing that. I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Finish Friday. Let's finish strong. Love you guys. Mwah.